Hello, everyone. Great afternoon. So, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So, I am Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for mental fitness. So, this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decision in life regardless of their mental conditions. And my mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle towards the recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. So thank you for joining me live this afternoon. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. And of course, you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. So I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel of Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So my topic for this afternoon, it's all about mindfulness. So what is the relationship of mindfulness to your mental health and how does it build your mental fitness? So before I proceed, I would like to greet our fellow learners for this afternoon. So we have Coach Teen De Hoya. Hello, belated happy birthday. We have Coach Nords from Benguet, of course, and si Coach Maureen na nasa Decaf Coffee Republic din. So I am here presently at Decaf Coffee Republic, which is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And we are open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you still have the time to visit us and to experience this place and experience the safe, of course, and the safe refuge that we bring. So, in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Candee Teng. I'm a certified life coach. From Life Coach Philippines, and of course, I am also a mental health coach with a coaching focus on healing and recovery. I am also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. And my mission, like I've said, uulitin ko ulit, dahil masaya tayo doon. My mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle towards the recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. I am a proud single mom, and of course, I am a mental health and wellness advocate. So what I will be sharing with you has been my own journey plus the learnings that I have encountered with Master Coach A. What else with the learnings that I've got from different trainings and workshops as well and research as well and how it was applied into my journey towards healing and recovery in terms of your mental health and your mental wellness. So hello Coach Nilo, great afternoon. So if you want to connect with me, I invite you to like my page, Coach Candee, and of course, I invite you to join in my coaching community, which is when comfort is not too comfortable coaching community. So again, this is the mission. The mission of the tribe is to be able to empower individuals to become mentally fit so they can live the quality of life they truly desire and a quality of life that is full of stewardship. So when we talk about stewardship, it's not only limited to your resources, but it as well includes your talents, your skills. How are you using your talent, your skills, and of course, as well, the life that is given to you by our Creator. And of course, if you have any questions or if you have any notes and you want to personally drop me a message, ask me a question, and you feel that alam mo yun, you're not yet comfortable to share your questions in the comment box, no, during the live video for others to see, feel free to connect with me. So this is my personal timeline, my FB timeline. Ayan. Candy Teng. Ayan. And of course, I invite you to like Decaf Coffee Republic. It is where I am now, and it is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And as you like Decaf Coffee Republic as well, I invite you to become a channel of love and hope as you bless someone with a meal from Decaf Coffee Republic. So allow us to partner with you in sending love, in sending hope, in sending light through our meal, plus your, of course, personal message to inspire someone today. You can give a message of encouragement, a message of hope, a message of forgiveness, a message of love, a message of appreciation. So let us help you bring light into someone else's life, especially during this pandemic that we are physically away from each other. We can still be able to express our love and our appreciation to someone else. So be blessed all the more as you become a blessing to others. And as we begin, I invite you, of course, to be intentional in getting your hashtag pack my bag moment. So your hashtag pack my bag moments are key points, aha moments, words, sharing lessons that resonated with you, resonated in your heart, and even for some, it pinches your heart. Alam mo yung coach, masakit. Ayan. So these are your aha moments. And this aha moment speaks powerful truths in your life. And when you get this, you usually say, I'm done, I got it, I got what I paid for, I can leave. But then again, I am just starting. And this is a very, very beautiful topic, no? Talagang medyo dinugudugo yung ilong ko. And I'm really excited to share with you the topic on mindfulness. So please do not leave, and I encourage you to finish the episode. And of course, if you want to put in the comments your hashtag ATM, no, yung ATM na hashtag pack my bag moment nyo, go ahead, and I encourage you to, of course, share your pack my bag moment on your timeline as well, so you get to bless other people, especially for those who needs to hear and see your aha moments. And of course, I invite you to tag your friends, since we're talking about mindfulness and mental fitness, or your mental wellness. I invite you to really intentionally tag someone you know that will benefit from this talk. And of course, if you want to put a context, so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, and anytime they can watch the replay, they can just look it up at Life Coach Philippines. You can put hashtag coaching think talk and coaching and hashtag mentally fit Phil. Yeah. So, ta-da! What comes to your mind when you get to see this picture? It's both mindful, no? It speaks of mindful, being mindful. But there are two things. It's mindful, puno yung utak, or mindful, na as you can see, kung ano yung nasa picture, nandun siya. So, what are your thoughts? Share with me your thoughts. Ano, what do you think are the difference between the two? Or if you think of, or you hear of mindfulness, what thought comes to your mind? Ano yung naiisip mo? Yan. Again, please free to share in the comment as you get to be a blessing with other people as well. Yan. So this is a very, very powerful image, and I really like this, because even if you are there's different meanings into mindfulness. And being mindful, actually, it's a good question to ask yourself: are you really mindful, or your mind is full? Because these are two different things, but pagpapakinggan mo, di ba, parehas siya. So we have Bob Langham. Hello, great afternoon from the Philippines. So let us know where you are joining us this afternoon or this moment. Yan. Hello, great afternoon. So if you have any questions, just feel free to type your question in the comment box. Or if you if you need, or if you want to ask privately ask questions, feel free to drop me a note. Okay, so for Coach Teen, she said mindful for me yan. So sa kanya mindful. Yan. This two, if you can see, no, these are per, two different persons, and one, if you can see, they yung picture, no, the image there is they're walking towards a very beautiful scenery, and even though both of them are walking, if you can see yung mind bubble, no, yung thought bubble, the thought bubble of the other one on the left side, it's all full of things to do, what else to, mga things, ano may mga thoughts nila, like there's the car, there's the money, there's the job, there's so much, there's even the music, there's just so much in there. And if you can see, alam mo yun, it's just so cluttered and the mind is full. On the other hand, the person on the right just sees, alam mo yun, yung thought bubble niya, her thought bubble is exactly the same as that in the scenery, kung ano yung nakikita niya. So what really is mindfulness? So people often confuse the concept of mindfulness with meditation. Okay? And people often as well confuse being mindful with the idea that someone will just have to stop everything, stop and smell the roses, and you get to enjoy life and everything. No. However, if you find yourself too much or stuck, no, you have your nose stuck in the flower, alam mo yung masyado ka nag-enjoy na inaamoy mo yung flower, you're really smelling the flower in the field, and then you are not mindful if there's like an angry bull, an angry dog that is charging on you. This would be the exact opposite of being mindful, because oftentimes, especially now, when we talk about mindfulness, what you can just see is more of the meditation side. Me being mindful in your own present reality without being mindful with the external things that is happening around you. So put simply, mindfulness is a state of mind where you are fully conscious and engaged in the present moment and with the demands of the present moment. And Jan Kabat-Zinn. So he is one of the first psychologists to study mindfulness as a secular concept, and he defines mindfulness as paying attention in a particular way on purpose. So there is intentionally, there is purpose in the present moment, and it is very non-judgmental. So according to, of course, later study as it evolves, mindfulness studies in psychology tends to require two components for mindfulness. First is the quality of high attentiveness and concentration, and secondly, it's an attitude of curiosity and openness. So when you talk about mindfulness, it is not only in tune, hindi lang no na in tune ka sa sarili mo na it's just about you being mindful with yourself, but it of course it also talks about your attitude. It talks about how you are presently interacting with whatever you're doing. So that is what mindfulness is. And oftentimes, what gets a person out of the mindfulness and prevents a person from being mindful is that, if you can see here in the timeline, there's the past, the present, and the future. Where we are right now is your present. Although your body is there, not necessarily does it mean that your mind is there. Alam mo yung nagta-travel yung mind mo. Yung you're there but you're not there. So if you can relate with moments like that, no, na you're physically there but your mind is just wandering, your mind is not there, that is not mindfulness. So if you can relate with that, no, I'm guilty with that. There are certain things, especially if there are heavy topics, no, that allows me to really recall memories. Nagta-travel yung brain ko. Ayan, nagta-travel siya. So if you can relate with me and if you experience such things, no, na you're there but you're not there, you're mentally not there, then just feel free to express yourself, feel free to say you relate or something, no. So your body is present, but where is your mind? So if you observe yourself and if you do an honest assessment, of where you operate, of where your mind operates. Is it really on the present moment, or is it on the past, or on the future? So, scientists have discovered that the more our thoughts wander, the greater chance we have of being unhappy. And when we keep thinking about something bad that happened in the past, we could become depressed, but it necessarily doesn't mean that you, if you're thinking about the past right now, it means you're depressed. It just means that we could become depressed if this becomes an habit for us. Now, if we keep worrying about something bad that might happen in the future, then we could become anxious. So if you keep thinking about the past, depression comes in, the feeling of being depressed comes in. And then when you keep on thinking about the future, this is where the anxiety, the anxiousness comes in. So being depressed and anxious occurs when our thoughts take us away from what is happening in the present moment, which is right now in the present. So whenever your mind travels towards the past or the future, it gives you a sense of sadness or anxiety. Yeah. So probably no, you probably know that going to the gym to exercise is good for your body. And of course, exercise keeps you fit and healthy. And if you want to know more about exercise and mental fitness, I encourage you to watch last week's episodes on exercise and mental fitness. So did you know that you can also exercise your mind to keep it fit and healthy? Thus, mental fitness comes in. Now, one of the ways that you can actually exercise and create a mental fitness is through mindfulness training. Mindfulness training is just like taking your brain to the gym for workout. And when we practice mindfulness, we are training your attention to stay in the present moment instead of wandering off with your thoughts into the past or the future. So by keeping your attention in the present and bringing it back each time it wanders. So you have to be aware and you have to be mindful where your thoughts are going. Is it towards the past or the present? And then the training comes in such a way that whenever you catch yourself going towards the past or the future, you bring yourself back to the present. So we are training your brain networks that you use to control your attention. So yun yung tinetrain mong muscles in your brain. Okay, and this type of training, of course, can improve your mental health, just like physical exercise improves your physical health. So sabi ni Coach Tin, physically present, mentally absent. O ayan, di ba? Nagre-relate din si Coach Tin. Yan. So mindfulness involves training our attention and the brain's ability to focus on one thing out of a wide range of choices, of out of the variety of choices that we have, to stay in the present moment and to stay focused rather than allowing your thoughts travel into the past or magba back to the future, no, travel towards the future. The same way we do certain exercises to strengthen your body's muscle. With mindfulness, we train the brain's muscle, which is attention. The muscle that the brain muscle that is involved in your attention, in your focus. So that is a part of the mental fitness training that you can do, which is the mindfulness training. Yun siya. So it's another muscle. It's the attention. It's being able to really become fully aware in the present moment. And if you ask me, I had this experience. I remember this experience, and this is where the beauty of life coaching comes in, because it is very personalized. The way your mind works, the way you respond, the way you behave when you work with a life coach is very, very personalized and customized to your need. So in my case, since I came into life coaching, I had the previous diagnosis of ADHD. So I have really, meron talaga ako attention deficit, and my mind will just keep on wondering. So I had this I had this method where I get to practice my mindfulness through my visual note taking. So visual note taking pala yung tawag doon, and I just discovered it yesterday through Master Coach A as well, as she shared visual note taking. So what I would do is, as I am listening, because the tendency is when the person is talking, may mind ko talaga kung saan napupunta. Wala na akong focus. That's why it's at attention deficit disorder. So what I would do to keep focused in the talk, to be focused in learning, so what I do is I doodle while taking notes. So it's nangyayari siya at the same time. And that for me helps in terms of mindfulness, of me being able to really put myself in that present moment, in that talk. Because siya no, you're doodling, you're drawing, I am doodling, I am drawing, but at the same time, I'm also taking down notes. So, nandoon din yung retention of the learning, nandoon yung learning, pumapasok siya sa brain ko. And what's beautiful about there is that I have a medium to allow me, and a platform to allow me to just stay in the present and to even stay engaged. Pero yung mind ko hindi nagwo-wander. And if others no, for others, mindfulness is just being able to focus on one thing. It actually depends. So in my case, yun yung mindfulness ko at that time. Really, that was my mindfulness at that time. Now, look at this picture. Now you can see that in mindfulness, there's so many ways that you can actually practice mindfulness. But oftentimes, especially in this day and age, when you talk about mindfulness, the first things that comes into your mind is meditation. But you don't have to go into the meditation, because mindfulness can be applied in your everyday life. In short, while you're exercising, of course, ayan si Coach Marife, di ba, nandyan, good afternoon, di ba, Coach Marife, when you're exercising, your thought is just completely focused sa exercising. Syempre, kasi pagod-pagod ka, nag-exercise ka, di ba, and the attention, the focus is there to follow the instructor, the teacher, or whatever yung video, no, na sinusundan mo, the video that you're watching. So that allows you to become mindful in that present moment, because at the present moment, you are exercising what else? Spending time with the nature, just like the intro picture, no, that was there. So when you get to spend time with the nature, you get to, and alam mo yun, you get to activate the different senses of your body. You get to smell, you get the visual, you get everything, and yung being just right there. Syempre, iba na pag nasa spend time with nature ka, tapos na-recall mo yung memory. So that is not being mindful. So when you talk about being mindfulness, it's just becoming present and you're just enjoying there. And usually when you're really mindful in the present moment, you activate the different senses that you have. And of course, even taking the dog, 'di ba? You get to enjoy the company of your dog. When you cook, sino dito si Coach Tina? Yan, si Coach Tina mahilig 'di ba, mag-cook. When you cook, it is also a form of mindfulness, kasi nandoon lahat ng concentration mo. So iba naman din, it is different when you are cooking but you're thinking of other stuff. That is being, your mind is full, and that is not being mindful. Also, when you take a bath, if you, alam mo yun, if you're just in the moment, you're just scrubbing, you're just enjoying the water running down towards your skin and everything, that is being mindful. Planting as well is a form of mindfulness. Even walking, a simple walking, breathing is also a form of mindfulness training, mindfulness practice. And there is science in breathing. When you concentrate on your breathing, it just naturally zooms in the present moment, because yung breathing mo always happens in the present moment. Walang past, walang future when it comes to breathing. And every day, you breathe. So that's the science of it. Kaya breathing yung pinaka-common and ginagamit nila when you talk about mindfulness training and mindfulness exercise. Yan. So mindfulness means being aware of what is happening now in your present moment without getting lost in all the thoughts that you have. And mindfulness helps you become more aware of what is going as well, both on outside and inside of your own self, and without being distracted by your thoughts. So it is, when you talk about mindfulness, there is an aspect, of course, of self-awareness. Hindi pwedeng mindful ka nung wala kang self-awareness. So there has to be an aspect of self-awareness, but mindfulness is deeper, no? It's more intentional as well, where you get to really be focused and attentive, and you intentionally remove distractions both physically and in your mind. And mindfulness is actually a life skill. It is a basic life skill which not many people know, and it is not taught in schools, no? And mindfulness is also a mental skill that you can develop through practice. So the more you do it, the more you become mindful in anything that you do. Eventually you get to develop, and you get to develop that muscle that involves attention and focus. And eventually, no, that's really the way I saw it before. Kasi when I have this mental illness, whenever the depressive thoughts comes, whenever the memories comes and everything, no, eventually, as you keep on allowing yourself to become mindful, you eventually catch the thoughts that is in your head. And instead of before, no, allowing the thoughts to just flow and go through, alam mo yung mag-pass through talaga siya sa akin na it affects me. This time, I'm able to become more aware and become more mindful that, oops, ano to, hindi nakakatulong tong thought na to. This thought can't help me. This thought doesn't serve me. So what I can do is I could just shift, so I can shift back in the present moment and just become mindful in whatever that I am doing. So I get to prevent as well the mental, alam mo yon, yung mga mental breakdown before. Yan talaga yung practice talaga. And um, you are able to, as well as your mindfulness muscles, no, strengthens, you are able to control and redirect your thought patterns as well. And that is the beauty of practicing mindfulness, of doing mindfulness training. And sabi nga ni Coach Sean, no, mindfulness is becoming present in the moment. Yes, Coach Sean, yun talaga siya. It's simple as that. And alam mo yun, oftentimes when we talk about mindfulness, masyadong pinapa-complex. But it's just as simple as being in the present moment. Like si Coach Lynn, no, she shared that journaling. Yes, journaling just allows you to become in the present moment, and you get to enjoy what you're doing. Na-enjoy mo siya. That is the beauty of mindfulness. And of course, mindfulness again involves purpose. Kailangan may purpose. You know clearly what is the purpose. Now, o di ba? Ito yung brain natin. Madami siyang picture. Now, when you talk about the mental picture of mindfulness in terms of your mind, syempre, mental fitness. So these are examples. You can listen to music. Even when you're eating, it can be mindful. The mindfulness can be a part of it. Kaya nga merong mindful eating si Master Coach A. So she has an ebook of mindful eating. So if you want to know more about this, feel free to connect with me. I love to share with you what mindful eating is all about, and how, of course, mindful eating helps with your not only ng physical health mo, but your mental health and wellness as well. And nakita nyo, no, on the upper right of the picture na nagwo-walk yung brain. It's actually brain. It's a visual representation of what you normally do, but this time you picture it na yung brain mo siya. Even your brain can enjoy walks. So yung brain mo when you nagwo-workout, nandun din yung mindfulness niya. So training helps people to become more aware of their thoughts, feelings, and body sensations, so that instead of being overwhelmed, they can respond better, they can manage them better. And practicing mindfulness can give more insights into your emotions. It can boost your attention and your concentration. And of course, as you become more mindful, especially when you're engaging with someone, talking with someone, it improves your relationship. And attention is the brain's way of selecting one thing to focus on out of the wide range of activities or things in the environment. And the brain is constantly receiving information. Madaming pumapasok yan sabay-sabay about the world around us, and it's usually through the five senses, as well as interpreting that information using lots of thoughts. It's just happening inside, no, which syempre hindi naman natin masyado alam, and we are just not much of mindful in that process. So there is so much going on in your brain when you are in an environment, and often you need to select one thing to focus on without getting distracted. So that is one of the simplest way that you can practice mindfulness. And of course, when you focus on something, you are using networks made up of brain cells called neurons. And when you do physical exercise to strengthen the muscle, you train that muscle by repeating, di ba? Inuulit-ulit mo yung mga repetitions sa gym. Ayan, by repeating the muscles again and again. Now, in mindfulness, yung neurons natin, yan din yung wini-workout natin. You can target these brain networks, the neurons, now, by making your attention stay on one thing without getting distracted. And when you get distracted, you bring your attention back and back again. So the more you keep on intentionally bringing your attention and your focus back and back again, alam mo yung nagaganon din siya. Nagre-repetition din yung muscles ng brain natin. So it is like a gym workout for your brain. O, di ba? Abot naman, no? Kaya namang intindihin. Yan. Hello, Coach Glacy. So, what are the health benefits of having the mindful or doing the mindful training, no? So, of course, there is decreased stress and anxiety because, of course, you train your mind to become present in the present moment, in the now. Therefore, pag nagta-travel yung past, your mind mo towards the past, your thoughts towards the future, di ba, binabalik natin sa present. Therefore, stress and anxiety decreases. Of course, along with that, you get to improve your health. You get to have better sleep because oftentimes when yung insomnia, no, it comes from the subconscious, yung mga alam mong may iniisip ka pero feeling mo wala kang iniisip. So if you can relate to hashtag relate, of course it also improves your focus and awareness. And as you get to improve your focus and awareness, you get to become better as well in problem solving, and you get to improve in terms of your impulse control. So meron din po ko dati talaga niya impulsiveness, and again, since I am just, even though I am healed, I am still mentally challenged. So meron talagang challenges when it comes to impulsiveness, no, especially for me in eating. So the mindfulness really allows you to just zoom in, come back, and be present and process your thoughts. There is, of course, as you practice being mindful, there is a study that you, of course, increase as well your compassion and your kindness. And like I've said, the stronger you improve the relationship, so there is stronger relationship, and your sense of altruism as well increases. And as you continue to build on your mental and your mindful training and your and mental fitness, you get a higher life satisfaction. O sino naman may ayaw nun, 'di ba? Higher life satisfaction. Now, di ba? Para naman masaya. So if you see me looking here, I'm looking at the press mat, no, because dito malaki. It's bigger here. So now this is the science, simple science of mindfulness and the brain. So, tatlo yung i-introduce natin. So, we have amygdala. So, si amygdala. Ayan. Parang fun naman, di ba? When you learn, it can also be fun. So, ganyan siya, di ba? Maganda to. So, I just got this as well, no? If you want to know where I got this, I can really share with you the link as well. And then we have si prefrontal cortex, the wise one. And we have hippocampus, the memory house. So si superhero amygdala, the protector, kaya siya superhero, no? So amygdala may be best known as part of your brain that drives the so-called fight or flight response. Well, it is often, of course, associated with the body's fear and stress response at yung default way that you really respond to fear and stress. It also plays a vital role in memory. So, sa amygdala, this is where your emotions are given meaning, remembered, and attached to associations and responses to them. So, meron tayong tinatawag na emotional memory. So, amygdala is also considered to be part of your brain's limbic system. Syempre, I won't dive into it, which is a key to how you process strong emotions like fear and pleasure, anxiety, aggression, anger. And when you feel threatened and afraid, kaya siya the protector kasi si amygdala automatically mag-activate yan. I-activate niya agad yung fight or flight response mo by sending out signals to release stress hormones. I mean, release, release. Stress hormones that prepare your body to fight or run away. So, nag-heighten talaga yung mga senses, yung muscle, lahat yan nag-heighten. And yung default mode of the amygdala is actually the protector. And if you can read, no, it says that si Ami wants to protect us and keep us safe from danger at all cost. So when stressed, so pag masyado mo na stress si Ami, this will stop the prefrontal cortex from receiving helpful information to make positive choices. So when Ami is at ease, relax siya, hindi siya triggered, hindi siya stressed, si the wise one, the prefrontal cortex receive what it needs most. Now, si wise man, ayan, naalala daw ni Coach Marife ang kanyang anatomy class. Yan. So, si prefrontal cortex or what they call dito, no, the wise one. So pag nakikita mo, ang part talaga ni prefrontal cortex is they're the part of this part of the cerebral cortex, which is andun siya sa rational thinking and the more advanced brain system. So this is where thinking, reasoning, decision making, and planning happen. So kaya siya the wise one. So siya yung in charge dyan. And oftentimes, hindi ba, would you agree with me if you just assess, no, when we are stressed, when we are under pressure and we couldn't handle the stress, eventually nakikita mo that we don't make the best decisions in life, and we have that default way of handling and responding na eventually pagkalma ka na, marirealize mo it's not the best decision that you wanted. And it was not the best action. It was really not the action. Alam mo yung pagkalmado ka, hindi mo siya gagawin. So, yun siya. So, pag masyadong na-stress si Ami nag-activate. So, nawawala si the wise one. So, the frontal lobes, the wise one allows you to process and think about your emotions. And you can then manage these emotions and determine a logical response. So, unlike the automatic response of Ami, the response to fear from your frontal, from the wise one, is consciously controlled by you. So, if you can see, you have that power, you can really control the wise one, na si wise one yung nandoon sa front instead of Ami. Yan, di ba? Masaya, di ba? Ayan. So when stress makes you feel strong anger, aggression, or fear, si Ami ang nagaano. Ami is the one that is being activated. And like I've said, it often results in a sudden, illogical, and irrational overaction of the situation. And it can lead to regret. So pag next time you feel that you're stressed and everything, medyo kausapin natin, no, i-call out natin. Wise one, lumabas ka. Prefrontal cortex, lumabas ka. Amygdala, kumalma ka. Ayan. So that's the really one of the beautiful things of practicing mindfulness. It allows you to become just present with your emotions without being judgmental with the emotions. Remember, there is no when it comes to emotion, there's no such thing as right or wrong. It only becomes right or wrong in the way you respond to your emotions. Now, the memory house, I'm not sure if it's hippocampus or hippocampus. Ayan. So si memory house is a complex brain structure embedded deep, into our brains, and it has a major role on the regulation of motivation, emotion, learning, and memory. So one of the major function of the memory house, of course, is to form your cognitive maps. Yan, yung mga mental maps. And like I said, no, si memory house is like a computer that receives and sends information, but it stores and recall memories. So when Ami is upset or stressed, memories cannot be brought to mind or stored. So how many times, or if you can recall, no, an instant na stress ka, na you were stressed, and pag nire-recall mo, tinatry mo yung recall, alam mo yung parang hindi mo masyado natandaan yung mga events na nangyari nung stressed ka, nung nagwawala yung term, nung nagagalit ka, di ba? When you're really, yung emotions mo are there. There's hindi mo maintindihan, no, you can't seem to figure out why yung emotions mo, yung memories mo are in bits and pieces, and hindi mo siya ma-recall ng buo. It's because nag-activate si Ami. So nung nag-activate si Ami, syempre si memory house nawawala. Hindi man nawawala, but na-overrule siya ni Ami. So here are, of course, and if you can see below, no, mindfulness training helps support calm and healthy choices. And when we use mindfulness, we are able to calm si Ami and access our wise one and make healthy choices. And we are also able to remember things better and store information when we need to. So that is one of the science of the benefit of practicing mindfulness training. Yan. Ayan, sabi ni Coach Weiser, it makes sense why prefrontal cortex is more active than AMI. Ayan, what a coincidence. Sabi, and Coach Marife also shared no mas malaki sa babae si hippocampus. Oh, di ba mas malaki, Coach Marife, pero natatalo ni Hami si hippocampus. So, kaya superhero si Hami. Kaya bonggang-bonggang protector siya. Now, again, some of the good things that mindfulness, of course, can bring to your life, as dito sa part na to, as you can see, it allows you to create that space between the emotions you have and the actions that you use to respond to the emotions. And of course, mindfulness as well helps you in focus, and mindfulness can make you feel better emotionally and physically. Now, ayan, di ba? Na, bata na. Now, did you know that studies have shown that practicing mindfulness even for just a few weeks, di ba, try mo lang. Gusto mo parang, totoo ba yung sinasabi ni coach? Sige, try mo lang kahit 1 week. Ayan, just try it for 1 week. It can bring a variety of physical, psychological, and social benefit. And it's important to point out, of course, that mindfulness is not the answer to all of the problems that we encounter. Hindi porket may problema ka, sasabihin mo lang mindfulness. Hindi naman, I'm really not teaching that, no. We want to be as well very practical and grounded in reality. So even if you practice mindfulness, you still experience difficult feelings, no, difficult situations in life, difficult challenges, and of course you still have that mental chatter, alam mo yung maingay yung mind mo, madami sinasabi. But with mindfulness, we can change yung relationship with our emotions. We can improve the way we see our emotions, the way we think. It can improve the way we think, and of course it can improve the negative self-talk. We can change it to become a positive self-talk. But then again, mindfulness is not, of course, hindi lang siya yung one size fit all na siya na talaga yung solusyon sa lahat ng problema. Of course, there's so much things that are going in your mind, and this is just an aspect of mental fitness. So you don't have to believe, no, of course, that every thought that you have, or The beautiful thing about practicing mindfulness is you eventually get to see that not every thought you have is actually real. When you get to really practice this, makikita mo siya. And the cultivation of course, the moment by moment awareness of your surrounding is a practice that helps you better cope with the difficult thoughts, difficult feelings that causes stress and anxiety in everyday life. So when you talk about mindfulness training, it's really more heavy siya on prevention. But it is very, very important as well when it comes to intervention, when it comes to your mental health. Now, with regular practice of mindfulness exercises, trainings, um, instead of being in an autopilot, no, or default of emotions which is influenced by the negative thought patterns brought about by our past experience, by fears of future occurrences, yung mga hindi pa dumadating pero kinakatakutan mo na, we eventually harness the ability to root our mind, to ground our mind in the present moment and deal with life challenges in a more clear minded manner, calm and assertive way. So in turn, we develop a fully conscious mind that sets us free from the imprisonment of unhelpful, self-limiting thought patterns, and it enables us to be fully present, to focus on positive emotions that increases compassion and understanding in ourselves and others. So you don't there when you talk about mindfulness, you don't have to operate on the subconscious level, but you can operate intentionally on the conscious level. It's all about how you train your mental fitness. It's about how you keep on doing your mindful training, because as you become mindful, eventually yung mga nasa subconscious mo, pupunta din siya sa conscious level. And that is the beauty of life coaching, because we don't really operate on the subconscious, because pag nasa subconscious siya, it's only change. Transformation will not happen. Transformation happens on your conscious level. Conscious mo ginagawa, conscious and deliberate as well yung choices mo in life. So that is the beauty of life coaching. And of course, another way, which is a beautiful way to work on and build on your mental fitness, is of course to learn more about the mental models we have in our mind. Now, yung mental models natin is simply a representation or the concept of how we see the world. So this involves, of course, yung thought patterns natin. This involves, like I mentioned at first, yung cognitive maps or the mental maps. It is deeply ingrained with the mental models that we have. And knowing more about your mental models allows you to really work on your mental fitness. And as you learn more about the mental models, there are actually 500 mental models, no. As you learn more about mental models, the mental models look at it as a tool siya. And having more tools, having more mental models allows you to become more equipped in handling challenges in life, in handling and eventually lifting up, of course, your mental fitness and your overall well-being. And this is the beauty of Be Learning e-card by Decaf Coffee Republic, which is just launched this May. So Be Learning e-card, yung B niya stands for brain. So it's brain learning. So as we, of course, continue to serve the community, Master Coach A launched the Be Learning e-card for the big heroes of our generation. So if you can see, this is my card. Akin yan yung card ko. Patunay, nakasama po ako sa Be Learning Society. Ayan. So the Be Learning e-cards unlocks, of course, opportunities for you to have smarter living and, of course, eventually journey on towards the quality of life that you want. And what's beautiful with this is, aside from learning the different mental models, no, is you get the 5% discount on food and beverage from Decaf Coffee Republic. And like I said, no, and the second is the mental model master classes by Master Coach Ace, which she will be giving every month. Now, of course, the beautiful thing here is in training, para talaga mo solidify yung mental training mo, just like physical exercises, no, when you go into physical training, meron kang coach to help you and guide you. Here, it's the same. Now, as you go through the mental models and as you work on your mental fitness, you also have a coach to guide you. That's why the perks of this is you have a 90-minute coaching session by a coaching entrepreneur from Life Coach Philippines. So for this month's mental model masterclass, which is scheduled tomorrow, May 15 at 7 p.m. So Master Coach A will teach the goal achievement mental model, and you get to learn how to unleash, of course, your four superpowers for intense focus, and discover how champion goal setter Elon Musk modeled the art and science of goal achievement that fundamentally changed the trajectory of the human race. So today, Musk's company, which is SpaceX, is leading humanity to becoming multi-planetary. And the beautiful thing about the goal achievement mental model, if you actually search on Google, no, pag tinype mo goal, there are over 2 billion results that you will be getting. But have you ever wondered, goal setting, nandiyan yung goal setting, we have grow, we have smart and everything. But what makes a person really achieve a goal? Ano yung what sets them apart? So ito yung kasama sa mental model na yon. So you will get to learn more about that mental model so you can finally get to achieve that goal na for so long, alam mo yung gustong-gusto mo. Yan siya. This is the beautiful thing about this one. And if you want to learn more about this, you can feel free to connect with me, or you can connect with Coach Rizal at 0917 586 1661. Yan. So I invite you as well to join me again inside my group, which is When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable Coaching Community, where the focus really is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit. So we work on the mental fitness in order for you to finally have that courage, that security in yourself, to be able to really allow you to journey outside of your comfort zone, your comfortable lifestyle, towards the recovery of your broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams, so that you can finally design and truly live a life of stewardship, where you get to really explore, you get to know what courage is, get to have that courage, and you get to discover your identity. And finally, whether be it no whatever your mental condition is, you get to have that sense of responsibility for your life, because the only one who can truly live your life, and the one who is only responsible for your life, is you. Yeah, so connect with me. So here are my details. So you have my number, you have everything there. And as you connect with me, no, I'd really love to share with you as well the self-care checkup worksheet and the mindset checkup toolkit. Yeah. So as I end this conversation this afternoon, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life coaches. So do join us for another episode, or for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Orville for Coaching for Careless Living at 10 a.m., Coach C for Coaching for Actionable Motivations at 2 p.m., and Coach John Roca for Coaching for Premium Growth at 4 p.m. And of course, I would also like to invite you to Master Coach A's co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So I am part of class 1, and this is a very you will have a very meaningful and fulfilling journey here in Master Coach A's co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life. So that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship, and this includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this fulfilling profession, which is actually the second fastest growing profession in the world today. So before I bid you farewell, I also look forward to seeing you, and seeing you tomorrow for Master Coach A's Goal Achievement Mental Model Masterclass through B Learning Society. So see you at 7 p.m. tomorrow as well. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think talk, because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Bye bye.